Hey friends, welcome back to the channel, Creatively Sandra. If you are new here, I'm Sandra. On this channel, we do all things Disney, and you're gonna see all things Disney today. I had an amazing weekend before last. We are just past Memorial Day weekend, and the weekend before, I had a bunch of friends come to town to visit Disney and visit me and visit each other, and it was amazing, and we all got together and we had a great time. So we're gonna talk a little bit about some shopping, some gifting, some pin trading, some arts and crafts, a little bit of everything. So it was amazing, and I want to tell you all about it. So let's start off with who was here. And I need to say this at the beginning because there isn't video from our events and what we did. There's probably a little bit, but really I'm just going to insert some photos because we were in the moment and we were enjoying just being together, enjoying Disney, enjoying all things Disney and friendship, and it was amazing. We took lots of photos, so like I said, I'll insert some of those here, but it was so much fun, and I'm glad we sort of put down the content, the need to film, all of that. You will probably see some from some of the others. There's bits here and there, but the focus was just enjoying each other's time and enjoying Disney. So let's see who visited. We had my friends Stacy from This Is Stacy channel on Instagram and YouTube. We had Shae from Disfly Life, also on Instagram and YouTube. We had Dierra from Dierra's Lounge, also on Instagram and YouTube. We had Jaciel from Living on the Fly and her husband Randy from Living on the Fly, and they are also in both places, Instagram and YouTube. And then we had a friend, Desiree. She does not have a YouTube channel, but she is amazing, and you're gonna see why in a moment. So we started off the weekend, and by the way, I will leave all of them down below. You definitely want to check out their channels. So some more details about the weekend I'm sure is coming up, and some footage. Did I mention pin trading? We did pin trading too. Different things, and you will see some of that on their channels as well. So definitely head over, check them out, subscribe now, wait for that content. It's going to be great. So the very first thing we did is, I think most everybody arrived on Thursday, and we got together Thursday evening for dinner. So we met up at Disney Springs. We went to the boathouse. It was hot. It was miserable walking around, but for the love of Disney, you endure. So we had a great dinner. We had so many laughs. The boathouse, if you haven't eaten there, is amazing. The food is wonderful. We had some adult beverages, and those were great too. But the first thing I want to show you is some of the wonderful gifts that some of the gals brought. So first of all, let me show you from my friend Dierra. She brought us each a Disney Baublebar charm. How beautiful and generous. I got Daisy, and she is adorable. Let me pull her out here. And how fitting, I have my Daisy shirt on. This is the Baublebar Daisy head, and these come, they've had Mickey and Minnie and Donald, and I think some of the other gals got different ones, each something a little bit different and personalized. So that was so much fun. And we didn't say gifts. Some of us didn't do anything like that at all, but it was very sweet for those that did and brought something to share with us, and I so appreciate that. So Dierra, love you, love this, and thank you again so much for that treat. So that was fun. And then my girl Shae brought us little gift bags, and there was a ton of little fun stuff in there. Some of it I have, some of it I don't have in front of me, like stickers. She brought us a fun temporary tattoo to use at Epcot. But one of the amazing things she got us is these, Baublebar bracelets. And this one is Daisy, and it is so cute. It's like the crystal pave version on a bracelet, and she is adorable. How cute is our girl Daisy? And then she also included for each of us a personalized bracelet, and so we had our initials on those too. Am I holding that wrong? S? I think I got it inside out there. There you go. And I love these and love wearing them. They are so much fun. So too cute on those. She also gave us a little surprise mystery pin box. And so mine was a Disney Villains box, and I opened my girl, the Evil Queen. So that was perfect for me. Perfect box. That was so awesome. Okay, and then Stacy had a gift for us, which she had forgot at the hotel. But the fun part of the weekend was that we were all able to kind of travel together. I am local, Dierra had a car, so we were giving rides, dropping off, picking up, all that stuff. So we got to spend a lot of time together this weekend. That we shared. So that was so much fun too. So one of the things, or what Stacy brought, we went back to her hotel to grab these. By the way, she stayed at a great hotel that's not Disney property, but the Drury, and she can see the fireworks from her room at both Epcot and Magic Kingdom, which was very cool. So very nice hotel, very nice rooms. We stopped there and we all opened our gifts from Stacy. And this was part of the fun for the weekend. We were going to Magic Kingdom the next day, and she had given us a hint to this, and right before gave us a little more detail so that we could coordinate a bit, because she made us coordinating t-shirts, or she got us coordinating t-shirts. Desiree was the crafter that put this all together, and here is mine. And it is my girl Rapunzel, and look how adorable this image is. So cute. And so we each had one of our favorite princesses to wear and coordinated our outfits. Photo inserted here. And so we had Rapunzel, we had Ariel, we had Aurora, we had Tiana, we had Cinderella, and Snow White. So it was so much fun. We dressed, we coordinated the rest of the outfits with our bottoms or skirts. We had bows in our hair or ears or matching bags, jewelry. It was too much fun. How often do you get to do that as an adult? Well, I suppose you can do it whatever you want, but it was fun to coordinate with friends and do it together. So that was so much fun. Not only that though, I'm going to insert another picture after I show you this, but she had this put on the backs. So each of us had our channel names on the back of the t-shirts. And we got professional photos done at Disney with the photo pass. But did you guys know, you probably did, I think we were unaware, but they can't take a photo that's advertising your channel, Disney. I don't know what the extent of that is, but if it's a personal advertisement related to Disney or unrelated to Disney, they can't do it, so they can't take those photos. But they were very kind and took photos on my camera, so I will insert that photo here. So that was so much fun, coordinating the back of the shirts, coordinating the front of the shirts, coordinating our outfits. We had a blast. Oh, one of the things I forgot to tell you about is something we purchased after dinner at Disney Springs. But this day, I'll get back to that in a minute. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place with this because there's so much to tell. So we spent the day at Magic Kingdom. We didn't do a whole lot of rides. We did probably one or two. We did some eating. We had Gaston's, and we got some great breakfast items or brunch items. It was the first time I had had the cinnamon rolls there. That was amazing and delicious. There was a creme brulee pastry. There was also a ham and cheese, amazing pastry. Everything was wonderful. Again, it was so hot. We were just trying to like get inside, enjoy our food. We waited to get a table to sit down. It was a like 91 to 94 degree day, so it never really cooled off. So we tried to find as much shade as we possibly could. Some of us are getting a little more used to it, but it was a stifling day. So as much as we could get inside, we did. We also had lunch at Liberty Tree Tavern, which we didn't want to initially. One of us wanted to, but when we tried to have lunch and sit down and get a table for 6 of us, potentially 7, because Randy was around and joining us off and on too. But I think for lunch he had done something else. So we ended up, to get a table of 6, at the time we wanted to sit down, we went to Liberty Tree Tavern. That was my first time there as well. And it was delicious, amazing. It is like a, it's colonial style, and they serve kind of like a Thanksgiving dinner. So there was turkey and stuffing and potatoes and green beans and cranberry sauce. We had also some pork, and there was another meat maybe. Oh, it was a roast. So there was like a, some kind of roast. But it was all very good. There was a very delicious dessert along with that, and that was fabulous. So 2 thumbs up to both restaurants, Gaston's Tavern and the Liberty Tree Tavern, and they were amazing. There was a little bit of pin trading going on, at least we tried. Dierra won the opportunity to trade through, you know how the cast members, sometimes they have secret pins that they will ask you some trivia for. And so she got that and was able to trade a pin that way, and that was a lot of fun. One other thing that happened to us that day is we went on the Ariel's Grotto, and we were in line, and it wasn't going to be a bad line. It was maybe 20 minutes for the wait, and we got almost to the front and the ride broke down. It was a little bit funny because there was an emergency exit right near us, and I think Stacy tried that and went out. No alarms went off or anything, but what happened is she came back in because there really was no exit there. There was no way to get back into the main property. So, but it caused a bunch of other people to go and try it. And so you saw like 40 people then go out the door that eventually all just came back in. And we just wound our way backwards through the line to get out of there and headed to the next thing. So, again, it was such a fun day, way too hot, but a lot of fun. So after that, the girls all went back to their hotels to cool off, to take a shower, get freshened up and change, and then we were going to be heading to Hollywood Studios. And we did some more shopping there too. So there were some Pandora purchases. We did a little more grabbing some treats and food. And then very late, just before the park was getting ready to close, I think it might have even been like 8:45 and they were closing at 9, we got on to Rise of the Resistance, and that was amazing. That was a lot of fun. I had forgotten some of the ride. It had been a while since my husband and I did it, and so we had a great time on that as well. One of the disappointing things is we specifically went there since the Muppets show is closing there soon and Pizza Rizzo's is closing there soon. We were hoping to get in and have some pizza at Pizza Rizzo's, but by the time we got there and got over to there, after some of the shopping, it was closed. So not sure what time they normally close, but that was kind of a bummer, especially for some folks that probably won't get back to the parks before it closes, but we'll see. We'll see if we can make an effort and try. All right, so the thing I was going to show you so that was a fun night. We had a little bit of fun, not as much time as we'd like at Hollywood Studios because we needed some time for everybody to refresh before going back to the park. It's a lot on a hot day, so. But one of the items we bought at the Disney Springs, we went into World of Disney. We bought some ears, some Mickey ears, and we did a little crafting the next day. So we had planned for that. So let me post a picture of the before. So these are the ears we purchased. And then we're going to talk about what we did with them. But first, I am jumping all over the place. Thank you for bearing with me today. So Magic Kingdom was Friday, Disney Springs was Thursday night, then comes Saturday. So Saturday, we had planned to go to a pin trading event. So the Figment Guy, who puts on pin trading events almost monthly, was having an event. The girls that were in town, many of them had never been to a live pin trading event, in-person pin trading event. And so we wanted to check it out. I had planned to go before I knew they were coming, but also this was a great opportunity to take them there with me. I had prepared my pins really late the night before because, you know, we spent a lot of time hanging out and hadn't prepped everything. But we went, they enjoyed it. It was a little overwhelming for some. Learned a lot though. So just like me in the beginning, going to pin trading events, we learned that, you know, you really have to beef up your pins to be competitive, not competitive, but to even have things that people want to trade with you. So if you've only been collecting box lunch pins, hot topic pins, open edition park pins, that's pretty much all you can trade for. Some pin traders will trade up, meaning allow you to trade in a lot of small pins to get something larger, but they're few and far between. So you've got to bring your good pin game. As you get into pin trading and do more, you'll see that, and collect more higher value pins to get more higher value pins, things like that. But it was great. I think everybody saw some people they hadn't met in person before. They got to meet a lot of the pin traders. They got to see how it is. So it was all very cool. So I want to show you the pins that I traded for because it was successful for me. And the biggest success was being able to trade for these two pins. So I am on the hunt and I am determined to get more of the Adorbs pins. And the ones I wanted were from the Princess Tiana, Princess and the Frog set. And so I was able to acquire Charlotte and Tiana. So these are the regular ones. So there is a box set that is a lower LE. These are an LE of 400. And it's in their kind of everyday wear. So Tiana with her beignets in her waitress outfit, and then Charlotte in her everyday wear. But I was so excited to get these, and I traded quite a few pins to trade up for these. So collecting hard to get pins, getting some of those park pins over the last several months gave me some good traders to compete for that. Another one I was able to get is the 2025 Carousel Collection Ariel. So months ago, I missed out on this because I happened to be out of town when this came out. And by the time I got back and over to the parks, they were all gone. Couldn't even get the pickups that I was trying to do for some people, but these are beautiful pins. And I think I'm now caught up because I just traded for another one I needed on this past weekend's Pin and Pop event, and you guys will see that content coming up. If you would like to see it and make sure you see it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because that'll come up soon. Okay, so this is a rotating carousel pin. It's beautiful. It is limited edition, and this is part of the monthly series. So that is wonderful. Another one that I traded for just because someone needed was looking for something I had. They didn't have anything that I was necessarily needing, but I got this because it'll make a great trader. So from the My Home series last year, this was a monthly set, and this is the Tiana My Home pin. So that was a great trade, and along with that, I also got one of the hidden Disney pins from Walt Disney World, so I thought that would make a great trader. And in fact, I already traded both these pins in the Pin and Pop event that I just did this weekend. Okay, another one, I wanted this collection and I'm slowly acquiring it. It is a Pink a la Mode Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs pins. So each of the Seven Dwarfs came in like a beautiful gem, and they have glitter and just gorgeous. So this is Sleepy that we got there. Okay, and one other pin, I didn't exactly miss out on this one, but I didn't get it at the time, didn't want it, but when I saw it available for trade, I decided I did want to add it to my collection, and it is the Reflections pin, which I recently got, the Tiana one, and this is Hercules. So this one was a quarterly pin, and this was the first in the series. Tiana was the second, but this is adorable, and that is added to my collection. And then two more pins. So this one was a really good find. Sorry, I haven't been pulling these out of the bags because I know this is going to be a little bit lengthy video with a lot of talking from me. But I just had such a great time this weekend, needed to tell you all about it. But this is a King Candy pin. It's a DSSH from a few years ago. Actually, I'm not sure what year. Maybe 20, well, let's not even go into it. But it has King Candy, and it was a piano series, I believe, with the villain. So it's like a gold piano he's playing, or organ. Actually, I will go into it because I'm going to check the back for the limited edition size on this was 300. I cannot see the year on here. I'll have to look that up later. But it is a gorgeous pin. So much fun. What does it say on the front there? Is that... No, it's not actual words. I thought for a minute that red and white kind of writing there. So it is more of an organ, but so cool. You don't find a lot of King Candy pins, and I was excited to get my hands on it. And then the last one I traded for, here I'll put this on a little backer, is one of the chasers from the Hidden Mickey collection, also from the Walt Disney World collection, one that I needed. I've got just a few more chasers to complete this collection, and I'm working on the Disneyland one. So that is all the pins from the trade event, and we were just there a few hours. So let me know what was your favorite. This card here I had this whole thing in a pocket because when I trade, you want to keep the pins you've traded for and are keeping separate from your traders. So I just marked that board with a little not for trade sign so people won't get confused. They won't ask me about it. Pro tip, it's one of the really annoying things when you're looking through somebody's book and you see a pin you like and you ask to trade and they're like, oh, I'm not trading that one. Okay, why is it in your trader book? It's in because you're trying to carry it around and keep it neat and secure, etc. But try and have a separate page for that, or a separate board, or a separate book, even just a pocket in your bag or something that you can put those pins so you're not sort of tempting traders. Okay, the next thing that we did after that event was the crafting part of this. So I showed you the ears we bought. We had seen, I think actually Dierra and Shae had seen these on several sites where they saw people bling or decorate these ears, and we wanted to do the same. So we went over to the Christmas shop because they will personalize ears. And one of the things that was great about these ears is they have that smooth leather, which is great for personalization. You see black pairs like this that people decorate, but when you go into a couple places at Disney, they do it at Magic Kingdom. I don't know if they do it at every park, but Magic Kingdom does it, and the Christmas shop at Disney Springs. And they also personalize ornaments. But here's what we had done. Each of us had something a little bit different, but we had our names added. We had thought about the channel names, but after the issues with the t-shirts and knowing that Disney didn't do that kind of thing, we went with our names. So I had my name put on, I had some confetti put on, and then the other ear, some fireworks. So I chose to do silver, pink, and black. And then do you see these little Mickey heads? That's the craft project we did. So we came back to my house, Dierra and Shae and I, after a little stop at the Croc outlet and also a little dinner break to have some wonderful Jamaican food. You guys, I'm just telling you, this was an amazing weekend to get to spend time with these ladies. It was so much fun. But we also blinged up the back of our ears. So hopefully the ladies will show what they did. So my version was just adding some crystal Mickey heads, not real crystal, just little fake crystal. And we just did that with some jewelry glue like E6000 and the rhinestones. And so we made ourselves some cute personalized ears. So not only personalized with our names, but with our little bit of crafting. And so that was really fun to put some of my crafts to use to be able to show the ladies how we did it and all of that. After that, we had one more mission, and that was to get to Epcot that night. So we had planned to Oh, wait, I forgot something. We had to go back and pick up the ears before we decorated them. So we did that after the pin event, and we did a little more shopping there too. I should have wrote out a list of the order of things because that's the only way I was going to get it right for you guys. So hopefully you're bearing with me. But I had been looking for a shirt. I looked for it on the Thursday night. I think I looked for it on Friday in some of the shops and didn't find it. But when we went back to Disney Springs on Saturday afternoon to pick up the ears that had been personalized before we decorated, we did a little shopping there too. And I think the shop is called Trends. And I picked up this new Alice in Wonderland shirt. So it says Curiouser and Curiouser, but let me show you. The Curiouser is done in like a rope, and so it is dimensional on the t-shirt. And then of course you have Cheshire Cat, you have Bread and Butterflies, and you have Alice, she's falling. I guess we've got, oh, the horseshoe flies. Is that what they call them? Horseshoe flies, I think. And then we have the Mad Hatter's hat there. So love this. I love that it's pink. It is a crop top, which is not me. I don't normally do a crop top, so I got it in a larger size and hopefully it'll work out from the length. Okay, then it was on to Epcot that evening. Once again, we did so much throughout the day. We kind of got a late start, so we didn't get to do too much there. We did get to pick up our pass holder magnets. So Shae is an annual pass holder. That was a goal while she was in town to be able to pick that up because those just came out, and it is a Maleficent pass holder. I didn't bring it in the room with me, but I will put a picture of it here. So this is a really fun one. There's a Maleficent theme to the summer vibe for some of the pass holder events and things. And then one other thing that I got was an additional gift from Shae. As we were shopping at Epcot, we did a little shopping, and she picked up, there was a discount, there was a 2-for special, not a 2-for, you got a little percentage off, so not a huge discount, but it was really sweet of her. And so we both got this Anxiety t-shirt. Anxiety is a favorite character from Disney Inside Out 2. So thank you, Shae. A favorite for both of us. So we were both able to grab that, and that was awesome. And then the final thing of the night is just trying to have some adult beverages, drinking around the world, but we were in there kind of late. So we really just got a flight of some sparkling beverages, and I want to say they were delicious, but they were okay. A couple of them got better as you got to the bottom, maybe sweeter or something. The other ones were So I didn't get to do as much as we wanted there, but it was still an amazing day. I know the ladies still had the next morning, Sunday, to go back to Disney Springs. Some of them went back to parks. Some of them went visiting friends. Some had left to head home. And I stayed home to rest because it was a full, busy, wonderful weekend, but exhausting too. But I want to thank these girls, these ladies, wonderful women, for such a great time, such a great weekend. It is really the best thing for me, being sort of new to Florida still, not having a lot of people we know or hang out with here. The best is when friends come to town and we can enjoy them. So it was great enjoying Disney with them. I hope you guys enjoyed all the photos, enjoyed all the merch and the pins, enjoyed the gifts. Thank you so much to Shae, Dierra, Jaciel, Stacy, and Desiree. And I had such a wonderful time. It was an amazing weekend. Like I said, totally exhausted at the end of it, but wouldn't have changed anything or given it up for the world. I would have changed one thing, the weather. We could have had it a little lighter and been just fine and a lot less sweaty and hot, but but it was overall, it was great. So I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait. I hope more friends come to town. If you're coming, let me know. I would love to meet you. It's just a blast. It's a blast when we can be together, enjoy our love of Disney together and our friendships. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and commenting. Please leave a comment down below. Who's your favorite bestie to do Disney with? Let me know. What do you guys like to do most? This was a blast. I hope you get the chance to do it too. And I will see you guys on the next one.